The following video was recorded by a grandmother who lives alone with her dog and 2 cats. But according to her, they aren't the only ones in the house. Something else has been keeping her company, and it won't leave her alone.
В зеркале было отражение чего-то не очень непонятного. На видео, и я вам всем докажу.
Paulina explains that she recently captured something in her bedroom, appearing in the same spot near her mirror where she often sees it. Her family has always dismissed her claims as imagination or age, but after watching the footage, they aren't so sure anymore.
Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь. Уходи отсюда. Уходи из моего дома. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь. Уходи отсюда. Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь. Уходи. Уходи, я сказала. Уходи отсюда. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь.
When Paulina looks back and realizes the figure is gone, she notices something else. An ornament hanging under a lamp moving on its own. Not swaying naturally, but lifting in a strange, unnatural arc that no breeze could cause. Whether paranormal or not, it's enough to unsettle anyone. Later that night, she records again after seeing what looked like the same figure hiding inside her fireplace. Like something from a nightmare, a head-like shape appears in the fireplace and seems to reveal itself the moment Paulina gets closer, almost as if it sensed her approach. She rushes back moments later, only to find the fireplace completely empty. Whether supernatural or not, these clips are undeniably chilling.
Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь.
Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. On the popular YouTube channel Fourth Wall, the team hears about a notoriously haunted house. Locals say the entity inside was so powerful, it claimed the lives of 3 out of 4 family members who once lived there. Only their 10-year-old son survived. Allegedly, his parents had locked him in the garage to protect him from the evil presence. That was 20 years ago. Recently, a paranormal enthusiast decided to investigate the house himself to see if it was truly as haunted as everyone claimed. He set up a static camera in the very room where the family was found all those years ago. What he caught on video shook him to his core. Loud, unexplained banging rattles the garage doors in the background. But that's not the worst part. If you look closely, a figure can be seen standing in the doorway of the room, as if silently watching or waiting. After spotting this ominous shape in his footage, the investigator leaves immediately. The current owner, now terrified his home is cursed, reaches out to Fourth Wall and asks them to investigate. They send a cameraman to spend the night and capture whatever he can, and it did not go well. At one point, an unidentified female voice can be heard, though what she says isn't clear. The cameraman, unnerved, looks around and finds no one. He's completely alone in the house. He then decides to place static night vision cameras inside and outside the garage, where the little boy was found unharmed 20 years earlier. After setting them up, he leaves the property to see what might happen while no one is there. Reviewing the footage later, he's stunned by what he finds. The garage doors begin to violently shake, and a pale figure appears to move past the small opening at the bottom of one door, slowly heading toward the room where the family died. The exterior camera captures the same intense rattling of the doors, but no figure is visible from that angle. So, was this the same presence that claimed the family's lives 2 decades ago? And did the parents lock their son in the garage to shield him from whatever this is? In the end, it's up to you to decide. Japanese paranormal investigator Takeuchi, from the YouTube channel Takeuchi Camera, explores a long-abandoned house that was once flooded and partially submerged. He doesn't know what happened to the owners or why it was left behind. Inside, he notices there are no stairs to the attic, so he sets up a ladder to check the upper floor. What he records is terrifying. His camera captures 2 extremely pale, childlike feet on the attic floor. But as he climbs up, he sees nothing with his own eyes, and when he pans back, the feet are gone. Moments later, his camera light suddenly shuts off.
この屋根裏部屋にね、なんて言うんですか。あ、え？は？ちょっと待って。は？ちょっと待って。ライト消えた。これ始まってる？難しい。ライト消えてる。なんで？ライト。あ、ついた。何やったん今の。どういうこと？また消えた。は？マジ？ちょ、待って。ちょっと待って。ちょっとオンにもう一回試してみようか。マジ？ちょっともう一回オンにして。全然あかんわ。ちょっと帰ろう。
With the light flickering, Takeuchi decides to end the investigation. But when the light briefly comes back on, those same pale legs appear again, darting out of view. He only realizes what he captured after reviewing the footage at home. Did he record the spirit of a former resident? Could the owners have met a tragic end during the flood? What do you think? Popular paranormal investigator Frank, from the YouTube channel Franco TV, travels to Peru to explore a cemetery rumored to be intensely haunted. The graveyard sits in a dangerous part of the city. It's late and dark when he begins, and soon he sees exactly what he feared.
They're visiting someone or what? I can barely see with this. I'm gonna have to get a little bit closer. Right now I'm hiding behind a tomb area. The location where I was just at is further way up there. I'm not sure if you guys could see it, but it's just way up there. It's not, but I'm not seeing any signs of movement. They're still there in the dark. I'm just kind of waiting here. Wait, I got movement over there. Look, they're leaving. 1, 2, 3, 4.
A group appears to conduct a strange ritual among the graves. After they leave, Frank inspects the spot and finds what looks like a voodoo doll, candles, and other unsettling items. Then he hears distant laughter drifting through the cemetery, and things get even more disturbing.
Hola. 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 Holy, I literally saw something peeking out at me right over here.
Someone seems to watch him from behind a mausoleum. When he rushes over, no one is there. Shaken, Frank decides to end the investigation. Was this encounter connected to the ritual he witnessed? And are the haunting stories about this cemetery true? You decide. Paranormal investigator Ian from the YouTube channel Midwest Ghost Hunter returns for another investigation. This time at the allegedly haunted Vicksburg Cemetery in Renville County, Minnesota. The cemetery is old, overgrown, and tucked deep in the woods. In the 1870s, it belonged to the once thriving town of Vicksburg, which has since vanished, leaving behind only rumors of supernatural activity. Locals warn people not to visit at night. Ian soon learns why.
All right. Entering the cemetery. All right, I'm coming over to visit. I hope you don't mind. Oh my gosh. This whole grave is in shambles. I'm sorry that your tombstone has been destroyed. What happened? Is it vandalized? Whoa. Okay, I just heard you.
Ian discovers a headstone that appears to have been smashed. When he asks aloud if the stone was vandalized, a faint voice seems to whisper, "Yeah." He believes the spirit may be connected to that grave.
If you're still here, could you tell me your name? Because unfortunately there's really no way for me to tell. I really don't want to dig around your grave shambles, because I don't want to damage it any further. You don't have to be shy, ma'am. As I said, I'm just here to visit. I'm here with nothing but respect. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes right now, but that's okay. It's worth it. If I could just hear your voice one more time. Whoa. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I heard that. I heard you once again. Whoa, you just drained my battery too. Dang, dude.
He asks the spirit to speak again. This time, a soft voice replies, "It's lonely here." Ian continues deeper into the cemetery, and at another grave, something even stranger happens.
Oh, whoa, whoa! What the hell was that?
Suddenly, the fence begins rattling by itself without reason.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Oh, whoa, whoa! That sounded like the fence. Did you just rattle this fence? What's your name? Here, I could try to read your grave. What does that say? Nanny? Is your name Nanny? Whoa. Okay. I take that as a yes. Thank you. Is there anybody else that's buried here? Whoa, I just heard your voice. Could you say it once more? Dude, oh my god, I just heard you again!
I just received an intelligent response from what sounds like a ghostly little girl, and now realize that there actually may be two spirits haunting this gravesite. Nanny Bickle, who passed away at the age of 5, and Ida Bickle, who passed away at age 7.
A fenced area around 2 gravestones begins to rattle on its own, and a little girl's voice seems to respond to Ian's questions. He starts taking photos, and what appears in one of them is unsettling.
Could you smile? Alright, I'm gonna count to 3, okay? And I want you to pose for this photo. 1, 2, 3.
If you look at this photo closely, there appears to be 2 misty little girls staring into the camera from the gravesite. They both appear to be in their adolescence, have long hair, and dark beady eyes. In the photo taken afterwards, they are completely gone.
2 misty, childlike figures show up in one of the pictures, seemingly seated beside what Ian believes is their own gravestone. So is the abandoned Vicksburg Cemetery truly haunted? Let me know what you think. Andrew Smith often explores remote tunnels and caves across Arizona's rugged landscape. On one trip, he comes across an abandoned mine and decides to venture inside. What follows is unnerving. Deep in the cave, Andrew suddenly hears a scream, followed by the sound of running footsteps somewhere ahead. Despite the fear, he keeps going, but the noises grow more disturbing. His camera picks up what sounds like multiple voices whispering. Andrew searches the tunnels but finds no one and nothing that could explain the sounds. The history of the mine is unknown, including why it was abandoned, which only adds to the mystery. As for whether the eerie voices were real or something else, you decide. The following clip comes from William Sloan, who in 2013 recorded something pretty unsettling. Before this footage, William had been using a Ouija board in his home, not just for fun, but to try and contact whatever was behind the strange activity he'd been experiencing. Through the board, he says he connected with a spirit that called itself James and claimed responsibility for the odd occurrences in the house. Then, one night in the living room, William noticed something that made his skin crawl. A chair began rocking back and forth on its own. He assumed it might be James sitting there.
Just rock it a little bit. Just a little bit. I know you can do it. Come on.
William is clearly shaken, but it's the next video, recorded a month later, that's even more disturbing. He's home alone when this happens.
Okay, a few minutes ago, I was sitting on the couch over there, and I was just watching TV and on Facebook as usual, and I don't know where Baxter is. Right there. Baxter was sitting next to me on the couch, and Hazel, boom, this girl, was way back here in the hall. Okay? And all of a sudden, these vertical blinds they rattled by themselves. Like somebody just walked into them. They're shaking a little bit now, but it's because of the heating vent. It's adjacent, and they always sway a little bit. Or Baxter, he hangs out and he moves them. But we're going to try to get it to happen again. James, if you're here, move those blinds again, because that was really good. And I didn't get it on tape when it happened the first time. I don't know. I think that was the event. It wasn't like what it did before. Holy.
Like most viewers, William has no idea what to think, other than suspecting it might be James again. It's still unclear what actually caused the events he captured.
Holy.
Is James really a ghost haunting William's home, or is there another explanation? Once again, it's up to you to decide. Back in September, veterinary student Mary Carmen Flores from Arequipa, Peru, adopted a sweet Labrador she named Scott. They bonded quickly, but only had a few months together before Scott was suddenly found dead in her home. Heartbroken and suspicious that someone might have poisoned her healthy dog, Mary Carmen turned to her security footage for answers and found something she never expected. The footage shows Mary Carmen at the gate as her family arrives home. Scott can be seen happily running up to greet them. However, this footage was recorded after Scott had already passed away. In tears, Mary Carmen says she believes Scott's spirit came back to say goodbye. She posted the footage on social media in his memory. She still doesn't know what caused his death, but she's grateful to have this final, unexpected farewell from her beloved dog.